a handful of tennis players in history have managed to win all four Grand Slams. This rare achievement is called Career Grand Slam, and today I will explain you in simple way. I am Mohammad Zishan. If you are new to tennis, this topic will be really informative to you. A career Grand Slam means a player who managed to win all four Grand Slam even once in their career. These four Grand Slams include Australian Open, Wimbledon Open, US Open, and French Open. Let me make it very clear. For example, played won Australian Open in 2015, Wimbledon in 2016, French Open in 2017, and in the end, 2018, he finally managed to win US Open. Then he completed the all set of four Grand Slam, and in this process, he finally manages to complete a career Grand Slam. Now the big question is, why it is so difficult to achieve a career Grand Slam? First of all four Grand Slams are being played on different surfaces. Australian Open and US Open are played on hard courts. The only difference lies in their speed and accuracy. Wimbledon is played on grass and French Open is being played on clay. So to win all four Grand Slam requires a player must adapt to different surfaces and different playing styles. Clay courts are slow, they require long rallies and high stamina. Grass requires speed and quick reflexes, and hard courts required consistency, power, and eye contact. Now, moving on in history books, the first player managed to achieve this feat was a British tennis player. His name was Fred Perry. He completed career Grand Slam in 1935. And in women's tennis, there was an American tennis player whose name was Maureen Connolly, and she completed a career Grand Slam in 1953. Since then, only 19 players in tennis history have managed to complete a career Grand Slam. 9 in men's tennis and 10 in women's tennis. In modern tennis, some of the greatest players have achieved this career Grand Slam. Roger Federer completed this career Grand Slam in 2009 after finally he managed to win French Open. Rafael Nadal achieved this career Grand Slam at the age of 24 in 2010 when finally he managed to win US Open. And Novak Djokovic completed career Grand Slam in 2016 when he finally managed to win French Open. These players didn't just win, they dominated across all surfaces. Now in women's tennis, some of the greatest players have achieved this career Grand Slam. One from Germany, Steffi Graf, who achieved career Grand Slam in 1988. Then Serena Williams also added to this list. She was from America. And another modern tennis great from Russia, Maria Sharapova, also completed career Grand Slam in 2012. Interestingly, many great players have not managed to win a career Grand Slam. For example, Pete Sampras, who is considered as one of the greatest players of all time, but still he wasn't able to win French Open across all his career. This shows how difficult it is to win a career Grand Slam. Why it matters the most? A career Grand Slam proves something very special. It shows that a player can adapt to different surfaces. He or she remains consistent for many years. That's why it is considered as one of the most difficult achievement in tennis. Now you understand what is meant by career Grand Slam. In the next video, I will explain something very interesting about tennis. If you have learned even a single thing from my video, press like, share and subscribe. See you soon.